Hi everyone, my name is Anish Kumar and I am a pharmacist by profession. Today I will take you through a journey of a pharmacist's life. I will talk about medicines, a lot of medicines, because a pharmacist's life is all around the medicines, or the medicines are all around us. So let's get started. So I'm going to start with the beginning. Say, for example, what is the purpose of medicine and why we take medicine? Or any patient, why would he or she would take any kind of medicine? There might be some problem in their body system, whether it is related to any kind of a disease or disorder. There is any problem that they are facing or they are suffering from any condition, any disease or disorder or any kind of problem, or they want some improvements in their life. So purpose of a medicine is the prevention of any disease or disorder, treatment, mitigation, cure, and all other kinds of changes in the life of a living organism, we can say. So generally medicines we generally use it for the purpose of the treatment or prevention of any disease or disorder. These are general purpose of any medicine. Rest all other, for example, alteration of the skin and all those things may be considered as cosmetics. And there are lots of things. So let's come to how a medicine is made. So there are lots of research going around the world, and when a scientist finds a particular product or the crude material and extract the main ingredient or the key ingredient, you can say, from that particular drug, a crude drug, and that particular constituent in that particular drug, we call it an active constituent, and that active constituent is purified and extracted, and then it is tested in the laboratories on some animals. There are various clinical trials. So that clinical trials start with some uh, small microorganisms to living organisms, little bit higher organisms, animals, we can say, and then later on to the humans. After completing all those trials, these medicines are approved for testing in some group of people, some individuals and some volunteers, that they know that there might some chances of adverse effect, or you can say uh, bad effects of that particular medicine. So they know very well about it, so they voluntarily use that particular medicines, and after the successful uh, results or the outcomes, those medicines are come to the market for the wide people, I mean for everybody. It is available on the prescription, definitely on the prescription of a doctor well qualified and licensed to write that particular medicine. So here, before writing the prescription, there are lots of journey involved around that particular medicine. So let's start with the crude extraction. I mean, that for say for example that medicine come from any plant or animal. There are lots of sources of any crude medicine. So say for example, the medicine comes from a plant. So plant cultivation is involved. So that subject comes under the pharmacognosy. So there is cultivation, collection, extraction, and all kinds of detailed information is provided in that particular subject called pharmacognosy. Pharmacognosy. So the crude drug is being extracted, and then the active consequent is being extracted, and then that particular medicine is uh, required doses form. So say for example tablet are required to made, tablet required, or the injections required, or any kind of other formulations or pre-formulations are required to administer or to make. Say for example paracetamol injection is required. So that particular medicine need to be dissolved in particular vehicle, say for example a water for injection. So water must be sterile, and all those kinds of preparations and things required, so that all things of making the medicine uh, ready to inject or administer inside a human body. So that all these things comes under the subject called pharmaceutics. So after these things, these medicines are ready to be administered inside the human body. But before that, these medicines needs to be you know stored in manner efficient manner, so that their efficacy should not get decreased, or it should be, I mean, it should be active, or uh, you know better its bioavailability, or all those kinds of good things that medicine contains after entering the body. So it's all those things should remain as good as it was made, available in the laboratory, right? So packaging and all those things, these are things comes under the pharmaceutics itself. But when comes to changes and all those things, under comes pharma chemistry, pharmaceutical chemistry, we can say for example there are some problems as related to formulation of that drug, there are some changes of the characteristics or chemical changes in the drug. Say for example color change, or any kind of solution problems. So so these things are comes under the pharmacochemistry. Now the journey comes forward. These things comes forward. Now medicine is ready to stored. So storage is also comes under the pharmacochemistry. Why storage is important, and why it should be handled by a pharmacist? Let me give you an example of a medicine. There are some medicines which are, there are some instructions written on the package that protect it from direct sunlight, and keep it under dark place and dry place. So there are some colored bottles, say for example amber color bottle, or green color packaging is also there. So such packaging are made to prevent the uh, damage or the deterioration of that particular medicine, or any chemical changes, to prevent it from the external environment and the sunlight, all those things. So this is all about the in the first part. We will cover it in next part. Thank you.